Hello and welcome back to another episode of the 546 Project. 30 minutes or less, episode 2. Wow, we made it two episodes.
Strikes back.
Huh.
Yes. Episode harder. Podcast harder.
What was that Star Wars episode 2? What was the title of that?
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones.
Which is the only Star Wars movie Nathan has seen, by
That's
the
right.
way.
But that's right. I got a free ticket to that.
Yes, he got a free ticket. So, at least Jar Jar was kept to a minimum.
So are we calling this Attack of the Podcast then? Is that,
I don't even remember that movie at all. I just remember I went to it and it happened.
You probably remember the Yoda fight scene at least, right?
I don't remember anything.
You don't remember Natalie?
You remember Natalie Portman?
I mean, she was in it.
In that white sweater?
how is he allowed in this podcast?
I'm sorry.
I know, right?
Well, regardless, we had so much fun earlier, we figured we'd do another one, kind of a double shot for y'all here.
Right. So, okay. So, moving on from that, we're going to start the episode off with a quick taste test of Sheetz.
This is Food Box.
Yes.
This is aptly called the Food Box.
So, I have a Sheetz milkshake here. I just picked my wife up from work, and I had to consume this before the end of this 30 minutes because it will not last.
You know, you only got one straw, so
I do.
What are we gonna do?
It's like we never shared germs before. I mean, come on.
I don't like the direction that's heading in. But let's try this awesome milkshake.
Never heard you complain before.
You never saw me there either.
It's good. It's very good.
Well, a testimonial like
It's not
that.
overly pumpkin. but-
Tasty.
Yeah.
I like it. Good flavor.
Very good, man.
Very good,
It's in
man.
front of you.
And unlike other things we've tasted today, no weird aftertaste.
Yes.
I don't really taste pumpkin.
Yeah, it does. It's not too. It's not
No, it just
overpowering.
tastes
It's
like-
there.
It puts
Tastes
me in
like
mind more of a vanilla.
A sugar
Yeah.
milkshake.
It has. It's a hint of pumpkin.
Honestly, if you'd have never told me, I wouldn't have known there was pumpkin in it.
It's good.
I mean, I'm not surprised that there is one. There's pumpkin everything this time of year.
So there's your plug for Sheetz, $1.99 pumpkin milkshake.
I
order
will
off
be
kiosk.
I will be back in a future podcast to review the pumpkin spice life cereal.
It was made
right.
to order, like everything from Sheets.
Right. So we have a few other items that we'll do wrap up the episode with, like we did for episode 1.
So, I mean, why wouldn't I want to follow up a Sheets pumpkin milkshake with anything better than a Boulder Canyon turkey and gravy flavored kettle cooked potato chip?
Well, we'll come back to that at the end of the episode because I really want to drink this milkshake.
Okay.
It's
So-
a meal in a bag.
It is.
It is a meal in a bag. Following the suit of the Jones Soda people, we're just making Thanksgiving in a bag now.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm not complaining. I mean,
Hey, and I believe Kristen can even eat these, as there doesn't seem to be any meat product actually in it. So.
Hey, I had an uncle that used to spend Thanksgiving in a bag, so you know.
hopefully he's now getting the help he needs.
We got him off the gravy.
So, our episode 2 is actually being done the same day as episode 1. So we're getting to you a little later, following the Steelers' victory over the Kansas City Chiefs this afternoon.
Yes, no longer undefeated.
Unseating the undefeated Chiefs. It's
Yes.
hard to believe it's week 6 already. This season's going by really quick.
It has gone by really quick. So, kudos for that. We currently have the NLCS game on right now. Not quite sure what the score is. It just
It's nothing
returned.
to nothing.
Yeah, they're kind of
Okay, who's winning?
The Bears
The
are
Bears.
winning.
All
Bears
right.
are
Who won today?
The Bears did win today.
Did
Actually,
win.
Bears pulling it out against the Ravens there at the end.
Hey, anybody who beats
Overtime
the
at
Ravens, you know.
Hey, I
so
always say-
I'm all for that.
The Steelers are my first favorite team. My second favorite team who's ever playing the Ravens that week. So you know,
Miami
There you go.
actually managed to squeak out a win too, upset the Falcons.
they were playing with porpoise.
Might have nice, nice.
Nice.
Actually, we might have mentioned that.
It was
earlier.
17-0.
Yeah.
And then they
It's worth
came
mentioning
back and
again.
won it.
Yes, it is. It's a Sunday wrap up here. So,
Absolutely.
what else, guys? I know we have the box office figures in for the estimated grosses for this weekend.
Definitely worth taking a look at. Not a real busy week this weekend.
No, you have Happy Death Day premiered to an estimated 26.5 million.
Now that sounds like a movie I'd want to see. Fun for the whole family.
Yeah, fun for the whole family. Well, it is PG-13 horror. Now, Dan and Carrie actually went and saw this yesterday, right?
Yes,
give me your thoughts
My
on
silent
this.
partner and I. Actually, I don't want to say it's better than I thought. There is a twist in it you definitely don't see coming toward the end. It's basically the plot is it's kind of like a Groundhog Day with a with a horror twist. Basically, your protagonist repeatedly gets killed and has to relive the day. She basically has to solve her own murder, and I'll just say that it's definitely not who you would have expected to follow through. The twist comes at the end. It was actually really good. I enjoy. I'm not the biggest horror fan. In my opinion, I'm a big fan of the Chucky franchise, which also had a new release drop within the last month, but it's a different story. But this was it was good. I definitely enjoyed it. She asked me to go see it with her. I thought the trailer looked pretty good, so we definitely both enjoyed it.
Okay. And coming in at number 2 this weekend was Blade Runner, dropping an estimated 53.9% in its second weekend to bring in $15.1 million. And Jason, I know you have a few things to say about the new Blade Runner movie.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I think maybe the runtime of 2 hours and 45 minutes might be scaring some people away. But if you use the bathroom before you go in there and enjoy the movie. If you saw the first one 35 years ago, this is a worthy follow-up. I think one of the things with it is, it wasn't marketed towards kids or anything. There was no toy tie-in, so it's kind of like, hey, if you know what this franchise is, you saw the first one, they were just kind of hoping people would come in off that. But Harrison Ford, he was awesome. Ryan Gosling, best thing he's probably done since The Notebook.
I'd say probably the best thing he's ever done since
It is
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
It is really cool to see Harrison Ford still out there. Just still doing it. Man, a plane crash won't even keep this guy down.
Yeah, because I guess he's not going to be in episode 8, so.
You
Forced
can
us.
just. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. That's
If
very
you need
true.
to go to the bathroom, they have those cups there that you can just go to the bathroom in the movie theater.
Well, I
It's
was gonna
dark,
say-
so nobody will see it.
I was going to say avoid the bladder buster soda from the concession stand, but hey, take it, finish it, like you said. Use the cup.
Right.
We're not promoting that, but we're not going to judge you if you do
Right.
it.
Unless
that's-
you're sitting next to us.
So.
Yeah, I'd kind of rather you.
I would never condone that kind of behavior in the movie theater. So,
But no, if you have a chance, go see it. Highly recommend it.
okay. And coming in number 3, The Foreigner, with $12.8 million. Don't really know a thing about this film.
Jackie
Isn't
Chan's
that the
kind
one
of a
with
dark.
Jackie yeah.
Jackie Chan playing kind of a dark role.
Okay.
Looked interesting.
I have not seen anything on this. And number 4, with an estimated $6 million this weekend, is It. It continues to do strong numbers at the box office.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it? Well, since Nathan is our horror, I don't know how to put this. Doesn't really know anything too much about horror.
I don't know too much about movies in general.
Not quite
Right.
a horror
Do you know
virgin.
the
Right,
last?
because you would.
Yeah.
You know the last movie I saw, and I carried
the last
stuff.
movie, and you have this stuff.
Yeah.
What is the last
It
movie you
was
saw
on-
in the theater?
It was on Saturday, August 15th, 2015. The movie was Vacation. It was the Vacation remake.
Definitely not a
All
horror
right.
movie, but definitely worth going to see. If you saw any movie that summer,
Yeah, Vacation
that
was
was the one.
Vacation was
it was
hilarious.
a lot of fun. Vacation was a lot of fun.
The movie of the summer. Really?
No, I don't think it was the movie of the
But
summer.
You say
I
if
was,
you saw any movie that summer.
I was building
But
suspense
as,
and
but as
drama.
someone, Nathan, who doesn't really identify too much with horror movies, I know you're more into sports and comedies. You've seen it out there a lot over the last month, right?
That's the one with the balloons, right?
That is
Yes.
the one with the balloons. See, that's no matter what, it has become such a huge pop culture phenomenon with the fucking new release of the movie, and plus the Tim Curry movie was huge to begin with. But I don't think anyone projected these types of numbers for this movie. I mean, $30 million budget. I didn't see it taking off like it did.
I knew it would do well, but
I don't
the
think it
phenomenon is a good way to put it because it really just hit the theater by storm.
Yeah.
Really ballooned into something more.
Yes. Thank you, Peanut Gallery.
Yes.
But no, they're I believe getting ready to go into production on part 2
Yeah.
at the beginning of the year.
I'm glad to see that. And I read an article where they were talking about they really wanted to get it nailed down because apparently there's going to be a lot more flashback in the upcoming.
Well, I hope so
sequel to
because
it.
I'll be honest, I wasn't blown away from the movie. Like, I don't know, it was okay. There's things I liked about it more than the Tim Curry version, and there's things I didn't like as much. I really didn't like them changing it up from the 50s to the 80s. I was kind of over it by the time it come out, and then watching it, it just didn't have that same kind of appeal to me that the book has or the original series had.
And I had one big question when I got to the end of the movie. How did they get out of the sewer?
They did just kind of climb out of there.
Yeah,
They just kind of, like they were, and they even changed it from the book as to how they even got into the sewer,
Right.
you know, in this version, how they did it. I mean, overall, there were changes, and I'm kind of with Kevin on the whole thing going from the 50s to the 80s. I like a good story like that, like stuff from like Stand By Me and other movies like that.
Right.
That kind of stuff's just awesome.
See, I thought it could have had a Stand By Me ending. I thought they should have all been like in a McDonald's and all kind of slowly been like fading away and kind of looking at Bev going, thanks again.
Thanks, Bev.
Thanks, Bev.
All right,
They
so
slowly
we
fade
weren't
away.
going to avoid that topic coming up. The scene that fortunately did not make the cut into the film.
I wasn't saying anything. Just saying.
So,
Oh, we are. Don't worry.
Here, just read the book. Let's actually.
I'm really
just-
let's
curious.
plug the book.
Let's plug reading here, which
Yeah.
is something that we definitely like to do here
it's fundamental.
at the 546 Project. Is read a book. So read Stephen King's It.
Yeah, because I've never read that book.
So-
And not on your phones or your tablets, folks. Go out and pick up a book.
Right.
Go
It's-
to the bookstore.
Hey, I must say I am a fan of a Kindle book, but I mean I have
have
plenty of
nothing against it.
paperbacks,
I'm-
plenty of Kindle editions, hardcovers. It doesn't matter.
I have nothing
but
against it. I'm an Audible subscriber, and
I love
every
Audible.
minute of it. It's worth every penny. But
It's something about touching the real thing.
right. The physical book,
All right, well,
just like some other things that could be
Right.
mentioned. But
Yes, yes.
That's
there are a lot of people
That's why
that still
print will
feel
never
that
die.
way. There's a lot of people that still feel that way.
yeah.
Honestly.
But I think people should be open to
Yeah. Go to the library. Pick up
both.
a book. It's
And to plug some other novels it is October. It's in the middle of Halloween season. One of my go-to books is Peaceable Kingdom by Jack Ketchum. I highly recommend this short story collection. Then you have Ghoul from Brian Keene. It's a fantastic book. I've been trying to get Dan to get it for a while. So as soon as that Audible book comes out, then he'll be able to listen to it. But it's very much like It in a way, and Stand By Me, good coming-of-age story that I highly recommend. What about you, Dan? Any horror novels you would recommend reading this month?
I'm not going to recommend it. I'll put out that Stephen King does have a new novel out that he actually co-wrote with his son, and I have started it. I've just had a lot of other stuff going on. I haven't got very far into it, but
Now, this is his son, not Joe Hill.
No, this is
his son
Owen.
Owen.
Yeah, and they've actually been doing quite the media rounds with it. Jason, I don't know if you've
Yeah.
followed along with that, but I've seen a lot on Facebook, and they're really just promoting the hell out of this thing. Good for them. It's Stephen King, so
Yeah, he needs the money.
he's not hurting, but glad to see it's it's looking pretty good. It's a long one. Would you tell me the page count was?
I think it might be over 1,000.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
It's got
But-
some
King
heft
novel
to it.
over 1,000.
But I'm saying, and I know that it's a long one, once again, over 1,000. So if you're looking for something that's a little shorter, I'd recommend his short story collection, Skeleton Crew. Has some really good stuff in it.
See, I'm as you guys know, I'm not a huge Stephen King fan. I find him too long-winded and goes on too many tangents for me. But I do really love Nightmares and Dreamscapes. That's probably my favorite short story collection.
That's a good
that
one,
and
too.
Peaceful Kingdom, like I mentioned earlier. Starting with Dolan's Cadillac, that story is just incredible. You have Popsy in there, the
Yeah.
Night Flyer.
Which are connected.
Yes.
Make sure
so,
you read both of them.
make sure you read both. But that's a great collection. But Skeleton Crew we were talking about earlier, it's a great collection as well. I love his short stuff. Like
Yeah.
his short stories and his novellas, they're just a lot of fun. And I find myself reading more novella size
I read the collection.
writings than full novels. I think
read-
it flows better.
I read the collection he put out, and Jason, what was it? You're better with the dates on it. 2015, I think it was. It was, I think, a lot of re-release of some of his earlier works.
Actually, I
or
think that
whatever.
was just last year.
Was it last year? I don't
Maybe.
know. I thought it was 2 years ago, but I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the stories in there.
Yeah, that was the one that had like Batman and Robin have an occurrence.
Yep. So, and finishing out the top 5 is The Mountain Between Us with 5.6 million this weekend.
That actually looked good. We Carrie and I saw the trailers for that. We went to see a couple of different movies, and I wouldn't mind seeing it. It actually looked all right. It's got I know I'm going to say his
Idris
name wrong.
Elba.
Idris Elba. Yeah, I thought I would say it wrong.
Okay.
Yes, right.
So,
And Kate Winslet, I believe.
I think you're right.
Yes, they survive a plane crash, I believe, and they're
Basically have to
up a
survive,
mountain.
and they're stuck. But it looked good.
She survived the Titanic too.
She did. I mean, after that, she kind of.
She's
while
supposed to be
Leonardo
partner-
DiCaprio sure didn't.
No.
There was enough room on that door.
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson did something about that.
And who says I'll never let go? Just as she drops him in the water. That's my. I have a whole. I could fill up another podcast
Hey,
on my problems. With
now
Titanic, so.
do not bash Titanic. I love that movie. I don't know why people have such hatred for it. It's like
Yeah.
liking Nickelback. Like it is just cool to hate on Titanic.
And
Just
did-
like it's cool to hate on Nickelback.
I'm not doing it because it's a cool thing to do. I just wasn't the biggest fan of the movie. I went and saw it. It was.
I thought it was
what
great.
It was.
Did you say it sunk or it stunk? Because that's just rude, man.
Apparently it did both. but,
That
I
is
mean,
just rude.
Besides, didn't the iceberg bash on it enough?
nice.
Bashed off that
But
guy's
seriously,
head on the propeller.
I just watched
in the movie,
Titanic
you know
like a
that.
month or two ago. I love
for
the
you.
movie. It's entertaining. I remember going to see it with my father in the theater in '97, being 13 years old and just watching this movie and Kate Winslet.
Right.
So
No, it's-
that's a
I think
huge
it's
plus.
Good. No, I think
I
it's
mean,
a good
I
movie.
went to see it. I saw it in the theater. I drank the Kool-Aid, if you will.
And I listen to the Celine Dion song at least once a week.
Well,
So,
there's
hey,
there's no help for
It's a
you.
great song.
But let's.
Great song, great movie, but let's move
digress and
on
move on
from
from that.
Titanic. So, Nathan,
Yeah.
since you've been so silent since we're discussing movies, so take it away.
Oh.
What about Aaron Rodgers?
I'm just watching this NLCS game that's on right now.
Yep. Well, it's still nothing.
Yeah, still nothing. Aaron Rodgers, he broke his collarbone against the Vikings. He
Season
he
and-
landed
he
right
broke
on
against the
his
ground.
yeah. R.I.P. Aaron Rodgers' collarbone.
So what do you think that does for the Packers?
Well,
For the season.
you know what I think
R.I.P..
actually, I think they should forfeit the rest of the season.
Wow, so just no hope for the Pack whatsoever.
You know,
They should refund the season ticket holders' money right now and just throw
all
in
they
the
have
towel.
to do.
That's what you're saying.
I mean, basically, all they have to do is go tomorrow, call a press conference, and just say we
Just throw their hands
the
up
whole
and say, "That's
season.
it, I'm done."
So we're not going to get one of those like we're going to rally around so and so, and we're going to.
You want to rally around Brett Hundley? Be my guest.
Well, that was actually my question. Do you think they'll stick with him, or we were watching the post game show from the Steelers game earlier? They were talking about it, and do you think they'll go shopping for somebody else?
They said something about Colin Kaepernick, but I can't see that.
It's going to happen. It's so going to happen. I mean, if you think about quarterbacks out there, he's been in the playoffs before. He's played on really good teams. So, and they always like to go for that name player.
If
and,
it helps the Packers, I'm all in, but I will not support anything Colin Kaepernick
Did
does.
you know that
Yeah,
Colin
I
Kaepernick
don't even want to
has
cover anything
thrown as many
about that.
passes this season as us combined?
It's true, but he got paid enough to sit on the bench last year. So,
Yeah, I just and I would be fine with what he basically started this whole debate. on
yeah,
William.
I
He
really
started
don't
it.
want to cover anything.
I'm not gonna go on a
of
tangent.
that.
I'm not
Sounds
gonna.
good.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go
sounds
deep in
good.
it.
It's done.
My only problem is to read on Facebook this week that now he says if given the opportunity to
That he would-
play,
that
he'll
he would
stand.
stand.
So
Yeah.
basically, you're flip flopping. So basically, what you've done up to this point means nothing. So I will
Right.
not support anything he does.
But-
so we can move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we will.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
We're not going to cover
Yeah,
politics
we're
on
not
this
going to dive
podcast.
deep into our political views. It would definitely be 6 hours or less at that point. We'd have to change the name, and that's too expensive.
Right.
So,
So we're here for entertainment purposes, nostalgic
Exactly.
feelings, sports, movies, whatever. It's pretty much a podcast about nothing. to not rip off Seinfeld, but it's one of our favorite shows.
Right.
Really,
Yeah,
what
well,
it is.
Actually, if we could do this in a diner, we would.
Right.
Exactly.
If they would allow us to do this in Denny's, then we would totally be there. And actually, as a matter of fact, maybe we will go on location.
Yeah, we
for
could
one
go
of
on
these.
like
could
that.
do
That would be
that. That'd be
great.
fun. That'd be
I
fun.
mean, they really can't stop us. I mean, with
Right.
this high tech setup that we mentioned from episode 1. I mean, it's still here. The table's still here, and
Yes.
that the extremely high tech and awesome iPhone 8 Plus is still there. And
Now, we should take the table into the restaurant.
We should. Like, excuse me.
excuse me, table for 4. No, we have our
we
own.
have
table.
We have our own
We just-
table.
We brought our own.
Well,
Just
you
need a
could-
corner in
you
the back,
could Go,
that's all.
You could go like the Japanese way because it's low to the ground. We
Hibachi.
just
Ooh,
sit
that's it.
on the ground.
Nice.
I like it.
It's a good
I feel like if
idea.
we're going to do that, then we should go somewhere we can get some really good sushi. That's all I'm saying.
I highly recommend us getting some sushi soon.
Yeah, we could. That's one.
Since moving down here, we don't really eat Chinese food, so we need to take this back up to Hagerstown and do it somewhere.
take this on the road.
I like
Future
it.
podcast idea.
So
You could take it while you're driving on the road too.
So
Really
you may
good.
see us out in public doing this.
you
right.
may.
Feel
So
free to
feel
approach
free
us.
to
We-
approach us.
we are
and-
approachable.
We don't bite. You know, that's a whole separate podcast in itself.
But we
Yeah,
recommend that you bring your own pen because we may not have a Sharpie on us at the time.
I have a Fisher Space pen in my pocket at all times.
Oh, see, and
I
Jason
will
usually has a Bic
sign
in
on-
his
I will
pocket.
sign
so
autographs.
I just thought he was happy to see me, but he informed me it was a Bic.
Can it be both?
So it can be. So we just saw a TV spot for Justice League. So Jason, how excited on a scale of 1 to 10? How far past are you for Justice League?
I'm like at about a 50 right now.
like
I'm
a 50?
Can it be November 17th? I mean, I
Okay.
know we have Thor Ragnarok before that.
And see, I'm looking forward to that.
but it's fucking DC, man.
Yeah,
It is.
I mean, I really,
We're getting the Flash on the big screen.
and I hear he kind of steals the show.
There you go.
So
Not
I
played by
know
the
there-
guy on
I know
TV.
Man of Steel, had some bumps in the road, and Batman v Superman did too. I think they're really starting to iron it out, as we saw with Wonder Woman. So I think Jeff Johns, who has worked at DC for many years and is kind of like the go between DC and Warner Brothers, has really he got promoted, so he's kind of overseeing this whole DC movie universe now. So I think we're really headed in the right direction. Nothing against Zack Snyder, because I really like Zack Snyder. He makes beautiful looking pictures, but the fact that they brought in Joss Whedon to help finish it when Snyder had to step out for personal reasons, I think, did nothing but good things. So, yeah, November 17th. Okay, let's...
I'll
So,
say,
I'll
I'll
tell
say
you
as
what.
a Marvel guy, I'll say Wonder Woman was awesome.
As
I'm
excited
generally a Marvel guy.
as excited as I was for Power Rangers to come out this year, I definitely would like to go to the premiere with you because I want to be there in the theater and see how you react to what's going on the screen. So I really want to be a part of that. So I think we all should get together, minus Nathan, of course.
Nathan, come
Go
along.
see Justice
No,
League.
I-
You want to go see Justice League?
Yes, you do.
Do you know who's in Justice League? Do you know what superheroes are in the Justice
Yeah, this
League?
should be good.
Go ahead.
This
Yes.
is entertaining.
What the Justice League is? You said the DC,
Yes.
DC,
and you
yes.
said there was something about the Flash.
Okay.
Okay.
The Flash and that is that Superman.
It is Superman.
He might be in it, yeah.
So Superman and
I can guarantee what's going on in his mind right now is Family Guy and Robot Chicken.
I know.
It's exactly what he's going to pull this.
Is that Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Wonder Woman,
Hey,
yes.
Hey,
You got 3 of the
Yeah,
six?
these guys like to have fun at my expense because I don't know anything about comic book characters, and I haven't seen any of the Harry Potter movies or
we're
read any of the
seriously
books.
we're seriously considering an offshoot podcast called Nathan on Movies, similar to Malton on Movies.
Yes.
We're seriously considering it.
Now, back in high school, I remember giving Nathan a few movies to watch. One of them being RoboCop, one being Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead. And I remember the scene in Day of the Dead where the zombie rolls over on the gurney and his intestines hit the floor. Nathan told me that almost made him throw up.
Yeah,
So,
it did. A good thing I didn't eat a big meal that day. Because
yeah, different strokes, I guess.
See, I don't know. I feel like if you're going to have to throw up, you might as well blow the doors off, throw up. I mean, if you're going to do it, you better be loaded.
You've been known to
Did you
open
do
some
that?
doors with
Hey,
your
I
throw
have
up,
I have
sir.
blown the doors off. Yes, I have.
So-
I'll admit it.
Yes.
See, I won't. I'm just like, can you believe some people? And then I just walk out.
Hey,
No, or Jason gets really drunk and crawls
Goes
to
to a
the
bad
bathroom.
place. Goes
Like,
to a
Jason,
bad- a
where are
bad
you
place.
going? No place good.
that's right. He just
So-
took it to a
The
bad
fact that I
place.
could still have a good humorous line
Yeah,
under that
see?
circumstance just
That-
shows
that's
still
good.
on point.
So we're getting to about the 25-minute mark, so we got 5 minutes left.
Gotta round
So
out- round
if
out
we
the
want to
food
run
box.
around our plugs for this episode, if anyone's got any.
You know what I want to plug? I want to plug these two guys, Dan and Kevin, for getting me a gift early for my birthday. It is a Jobu doll from the movie Major League. I forget the website that you actually got it
I
from.
believe it's the Jobu lifestyle. If you Google search official Jobu doll, it's right there among the top search. Like I said, I believe it's the official Jobu lifestyle or something like that. But it's you can definitely get you one there, and I believe they have some T-shirts and some other stuff as well.
And they need to have that rum, too.
That's right.
Yeah,
man.
don't let that rum sitting around
Yeah,
here
You
with this
definitely,
group.
it's very bad to steal Jobu's. Major League is one of our favorite movies.
Yes,
It will
Major
be
League
referenced quite a
is
bit.
my favorite baseball movie of all time. Maybe my favorite sports movie of all time. Dan, anything you would like to plug at the end of episode 2 here?
We're talking about movies, and I'll talk about it more in a future podcast, but I am going to plug, for any of you that have seen it on Facebook, Movie Pass. Movie Pass is awesome for any movie lover. $9.99 per month gets you a debit card. You are free to go see one movie every day within a 24-hour time frame, one movie, and it's just for the $9.99 cover per month. It's a great service. Carrie and I use it all the time. It pays for itself. Go see 2 movies. It's paid for itself.
Yeah, see, that's something I would like to come up on a next podcast or down the line, because I still want to know how that works. Like, how do these companies get payment? Like, I'm not sure
Or I
how
admit
all
it,
that
I'm the
works.
kind of guy that it's like I always say, I'm not questioning what goes in the sausage. I just,
Well,
I
I'm
go
not.
with
I'm
it.
the guy that does.
Yeah, I question what goes in my sausage, so...
So if somebody's listening to this and they know the answer to how that thing works,
Yes, please
leave
comment.
a message. Please leave a message.
Let's plug our Facebook page.
Yes, if you go on to Facebook and look us up, we are known on there as the 546 Project,
30 minutes or less.
30 minutes or less
All you gotta do is
podcast.
search for that, and it should come up.
So,
I think we're up to grand whopping like 30 likes. So.
no, I think we're like
Yay.
40 some.
40?
Jason, anything you want to...
Just once again, if you at the Valley Mall in Hagerstown on Tuesdays, it's $5 for a movie. So go see Blade Runner.
Or you can go to Leitersburg Cinemas as well. They do $5 on Tuesdays as well. I always say, go benefit the little guy. Regal gets enough money. Sorry,
Yeah, the
but
movie pass, go
either
to the
or.
movie.
You can go to either or, but just go see this movie. Jason really, really wants you to see it.
So do we do something for the food box?
Well, I want to do my plug real quick,
All right.
and then we'll do the food box last.
I don't know. We get this.
My
in
quick plug
on
here
time.
to get this in within 30 minutes is it is called Never Hike Alone. It is a Friday the 13th fan film by Womp Stomp Films. It's a hiker's survival skills is put to the test when he stumbles upon the remains of Camp Crystal Lake and discovers its long, dark secrets. I watched that this morning as a part of my October movie marathon, and fans of the Friday the 13th franchise will not be disappointed in this fan film.
I actually like the sound of that myself, actually.
It is incredible. I actually, towards the end of this film, actually said wow while watching it. I was that blown away by this. So, we have under a minute and a half, and we're opening up the food box here. We have the Boulders Canyon Authentic Foods Turkey and Gravy Potato Chips. So, let's see.
Here we go.
I taste the gravy.
I taste the gravy.
I guess
Oh,
you-
yeah. I definitely taste the gravy. I don't taste any turkey, though.
Now,
Do you?
Very slight hint of turkey.
Hey.
Actually good. It's okay.
More of a gravy. No, they're good.
All right, so pumpkin spice Twinkies to follow.
Now, did you say one of you were going to bite one end and the other one was going to bite the
Yes,
other
we're going
end?
to do it Lady and the Tramp style.
right.
Ooh, didn't they did a Snickers commercial like that too?
They did.
For
Okay.
the Super Bowl. I think it aired like
So,
once.
here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go. Jason's probably hating us right now.
Yeah,
because Jason is
exactly.
our marathon runner and health nut. So, the rest of us, not so much. Wow, that is pumpkin.
I get more pumpkin from this than the milkshake.
Oh, by
Oh, yeah.
far.
Yeah.
So,
That pumpkin
but
spice.
It's pretty good.
so thank you all for listening to our 30 Minutes or Less podcast, episode 2. If you like what you heard, please subscribe to our page and comment below. And
if not-
anything you want to see us cover in any future episode, feel free to do so. Thank
go.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.